What would be your encouragement to someone who's feeling a bit self-destructive, really? You know, they want to quit, they want to give in, they want to just hide. What would be your advice?
Sure, well, I think feeling hopeless like that and there's no point is always about feeling like you have no choice and you're out of options. So you've tried everything and nothing's worked. So the moment a person feels like they have no choice, hope just goes, it disappears. So I think someone who's looking at destroying their life is someone who feels hopeless. But the amazing thing is, of course we've got choice. So it might feel like you've got no choice, but if you lift up the curtain and see what's really going on, you see you get to choose everything that matters. Sure, you mightn't choose some things that happen to you, but you always get to choose how you respond. And like I said before, you get to choose what you do with your words, with your focus, with your body. So that means you get to choose how you feel on any given day. So there's always hope when there's choice. So if there's always hope, well, there's no point destroying your life or being self-destructive or hurting yourself, because we all want to feel good. You know, the only reason we would hurt ourselves is if we feel like there's no hope or no point, there's no chance to turn it around. But of course there's a chance to turn it around, because we've always got more choice, always got more options. Ways we can hurt ourselves is hiding and procrastinating and lying and pretending and blaming others and even trying to conform to what others expect of us. They're all part of the self-destructive behaviour that comes out of a sense of hopelessness.
And what would you say to that mum or that dad who's just dropped their expectations of their child, and they once dreamt, oh, maybe my child will be a doctor or a lawyer, you know, and now they're thinking maybe my child will be able to cut it as a carpenter or as an electrician? What would you say to that parent who's just dropped their level of expectation of their child?
It's interesting because the way the world is today, there has never been a time in the history of the world where it is actually easier for people to stand up, back themselves, have a go, and be seen and heard, irrespective of their background, irrespective of their education. You know, 20 or 30 years ago, you only got heard if you had a great education and you got picked in the team because you stood out because of how good your education was. With the advent of the internet, with YouTube, with social media, there is no barrier to entry. Any single person with any kind of challenge or any background can record a video of themselves, can produce some art, can create something useful, can add value, and it can be seen and heard by millions anywhere around the world. There is no barrier to entry for any single person, irrespective of their challenges, their background, their level of education. So now more than ever is a time to let go of that story and say your kid can do anything they want to, irrespective of where they've come from, what challenges they've had as a kid, what limitations you perceived or they perceived, their level of education, anything like that. It does not mean anything in terms of what they are capable of in today's world.
Jaemin, it has been amazing chatting with you. Thanks so much for sharing some of your expertise with these parents and these kids and these teens. Really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, my pleasure, Michael, and what an exciting time for the parents who are learning these tools, equipping them with more option and choice to be able to help themselves and their kids overcome perceived limitations and get out of their story and go on and achieve great things. It's so exciting. I just love seeing people empowered. So well done, and go well, parents.